St. Joe's Boxing Channel, Joe Clem 15, Pacquiao versus Margarito. Let's do this. I wasn't even going to make a prediction for this fight. I didn't even think I had to. But I've been on YouTube looking at these comments, and I'm under this impression that that there's a considerable amount of people who think that Margarito has a chance at winning this fight. No. Where do I start? Let me just start off by saying that Pacquiao will never, ever lose to anybody who's flat-footed. Anybody. I don't care. I mean, unless that fighter has incredible countering techniques and an awesome jab, Pacquiao's not going to lose to somebody who's flat-footed and comes forward, and on top of that has average, and that's a nice word to use, average defense. I'd say Margarito has less than average defense. When you look at the Mosley and Margarito fight, and Mosley literally just won that fight off of his overhand right, just over and over. Margarito had no adjustment to make, no answer for it, just jab, jab, jab. Not even a crisp jab, just to set you up, just to let you know, hey, I'm about to throw my right hand. I'm about to, here it is, each time, over and over again, throughout that whole fight. What people need to understand is that a southpaw versus a conventional fighter, a lot of times the objective is to land your power hand. It's easier. The angle is easier. If you're a right-handed fighter fighting a southpaw, theoretically you're going to try to land your overhand right. If you're a southpaw fighting a conventional fighter, theoretically you're going to try to land your overhand left. And Pacquiao has probably one of the, if not the best, one of the best overhand lefts. His straight left hand is his primary weapon. Not till recent years has he been able to develop other signature punches, but his main punch is that overhand left. If Margarito can't stop Mosley's overhand right, then it's going to be awfully hard for him to stop Pacquiao's overhand left, his straight left hand. Not to mention, Pacquiao also throws a left-hand lead, which is confusing. You're going to see it. Left-hand lead, go under, and slide to the left. Left-hand lead, he bounces off of his toes, off of his calves, which for some reason are incredibly huge, like some big-ass biceps. I don't know why they're so big, but he's going to spring off his toes, left-hand lead, slide under the left. It's going to be a long night for Margarito. It's not people say the reason Margarito, and there's a lot of Pacquiao fans or just a lot of Margarito haters will generally say, the reason why he beat Cotto is because of the plaster in his hands. I do believe that he had plaster in his hands, and I do believe that they gave him an advantage. However, there are certain things that Cotto did wrong that lead me to believe that he would have lost that fight anyway. The biggest thing was, okay, Cotto, you're outboxing him. He was doing a good job of outboxing him, but the one thing that he kept doing was his exchanges lasted too long. 3 at the most and get out. 1, 2, get out. Cotto's exchanges would last, 4 or 5 punches. That's cool, but if you throw 5 and you're gonna take 2 or 3, then the exchanges are too long. Pacquiao, he's not gonna be there. He's not gonna be there for the punches. He's not gonna be there for what's coming back. After Pacquiao throws his flurry of punches, he's gonna step to the left or step to the right. He's gonna go under. He's not gonna get hit as much. I'm not gonna say that Pacquiao's gonna have a flawless victory. Actually, when I think about this going, in my head, I see Pacquiao taking an unnecessary amount of punishment due to his pride and due to the fact that he likes to. Sometimes he's trying to rope a dope now. He's Ali or something. He did that against Cotto. Margarito will go to the body, and Margarito, he's gonna take. There's gonna be some punishment that Pacquiao takes, partly because Pacquiao likes to get in a defensive shell, let people hit him. I do see Margarito hitting him with some good body shots. I also see Margarito landing his jab if he throws it, because Margarito does have a long jab, and from the outside he can hit Manny in the face. But overall, man, I watched Margarito. Before I made this video, I watched probably about 5 or 6 rounds of Margarito's last fight against Garcia. Garcia is whack, but one thing that I noticed about Margarito is that his punches are wide. They take a long time. Especially his hooks. His left hooks are, whether it's to the body or to the head, they take a long time and they're too wide. Pacquiao's gonna go right down the middle with his left hand. I don't even, man. Pacquiao's gonna be mixing it up to the body, to the head. I think Margarito's corner will stop it at about probably the 11th round, the later rounds. I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm guessing, is that it will be a TKO victory. I would not be surprised if it went the distance, because Margarito does have a great chin. But people who use that argument, oh, Margarito he's gonna walk through Pacquiao's punches. Yeah, I mean, he probably will after a while. At first, but after a while, the accumulated damage is gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much. Margarito, during a fight he gets slower. He has good stamina, but he's gonna try to outbrawl Manny. And frankly, I think the only 2 people in boxing who are you can't outbrawl. Well, I would say 3 because Mayweather 2, but Sugar Shane Mosley and Pacquiao, you can't outbrawl those guys. They're gonna tear you up. Whether they're gonna brawl back with you because they're faster or they hit harder, but Pacquiao, he has holes in his defense too, but his defense is gonna definitely be good enough. It's gonna be more than good enough to get away from Margarito's punches because Pacquiao, after his exchange, he gets out of there fast because he has great lateral movement, just great. He doesn't have great footwork, but he has very quick feet. He's gonna get out of there. He's gonna his head movement. Pacquiao actually does have pretty good head movement at times. So when he's standing in front of Margarito, and Margarito's gonna try to throw that jab, Pacquiao's gonna be in his ducking, slipping. I don't see how Margarito can win this fight. In addition to that, I also don't see Roach or Arum putting Pacquiao up against somebody who they think can reasonably beat him. So that's another thing. If Arum's putting this fight together, you know that the opponent probably does not have a good chance. The catch weight gives testimony to that. This fight's gonna be at 154, but the catch weight's gonna be at 150. We'll move up in weight, but kind of go up in weight. And I'm not criticizing Manny for that. I don't think that was Manny's idea. I just think that's Roach's and Arum's thing. But yeah, no matter whether it was gonna be Cotto or Margarito, any Bob Arum, any top rank fighter, Pacquiao was gonna beat him on November 13th, no matter who it was. Personally, I think I'm kind of glad it's Margarito because I think he deserves the beating. So comment, debate, keep it clean, share your thoughts and opinions. If you think differently, let me know. Joe Clement.